Hi friends, and welcome back to Lily's reading. Today we're going to do a general love reading for all the earth zodiac signs. That is the Taurus, Virgo, and the Capricorn. I invite all cross watchers here to watch as well. And for those of you who don't know how I do my readings, this line right here is going to be Taurus, this line right here is going to be Virgo, and then this line right here is going to be Capricorn. So you have the option of fast forwarding to whatever sign is yours to see what you get out of this. All right, so this is a love reading, general love reading. Now when I see the King of Wands, the Queen of Cups, and the Page of Cups, you could be dealing with an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or you could be dealing also with a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. The King of Wands and the Queen of Wands, I feel like there is something that you're both looking into your past. There's something that you're both waiting to, where I feel like either you or your person is going to make a quick decision. I feel like this decision is almost like there is going to be a some type of information that is going to come your way. Either you're going to, step out of your zone. Maybe you're going to end up texting someone, or someone's going to end up texting you. Vice versa, could be either way. Take it how it resonates. But I feel like this is going to be because we do have a lot of water here, so I feel like this is going to be a form of an emotional road that you're going to go on. I feel like this is something that is going to set your person off. I feel like at the King of Wands, though, I feel like it's like you feel like you're in an authority or in a position where you really want your person. It's like you won't let your person get away. I don't know who this reading is for, but please do let me know, because I'm always interested in knowing. But when I see the Leo there, it reminds me of, my Light Seers deck, where I don't remember exactly. I think it is the King of Wands as well, where the Leo, the lion is in the back. And I always say it's like you're not going to let your person get away, or someone is not letting you get away. And here it's the same type of energy that I feel in this card as well. It's like you're not going to let your person get away. You're like sitting pretty, or like you're with someone while you want to be with someone else. But it's an emotional roller coaster is what you're doing. Let's get a little bit more, spirit guides and angels, because I also do feel like your Queen of Cups, it's like they're not a bad person. They're waiting for you. They want you, but it's like they don't really know what to do when you come with these small offers. So Page of Pentacles, wanting to start something over, but manipulating the situation. It's like you want to be with this person, but you're also sabotaging the relationship because you need to have control. It's like you give a little, but you don't give it all, or it's like they give a little and you want to take it all. I don't know. This is so crazy. You're like kind of within reach of everything that you've ever wanted, but it's like someone wants way too much control, to where now it's like we need to look for a balance if this is something that you want, because there's a very difficult decision that you need to make. Are you hiding something? Is there a third party? You need to make the decision of letting one or the other party go. If they're both aware of each other, something is just, take the blindfolds off, man. Here's some advice for you. Death and rebirth is exactly, you need to make that decision in letting something go, right? Because what's coming for you is a learning curve. I feel like there's something that you're going to wake up on, something that you're going to learn. You're either playing the victim, or you feel like you're really in a stuck situation. You want something more, but you're not being honest either with the other party. So Spirit is saying, like, you're always going to feel like this if you can't figure out how to change the situation. All right, so now let's move on to the Virgo. And here you can be dealing with a Leo, you can be dealing with a Aries, Leo, and Sag. You can also be dealing with the Gemini and Virgo, because you have the Magician here. But the Sun always talks about happiness. It talks about healing, but it also talks about growth and vulnerability, and just, spoiling yourself. But I feel like it's someone has, or they might feel like they're losing some control here. Now, I don't read in reverse, but if the cards come out and I feel the energy that comes off of them, I feel, you know, in this one, it's a feeling of feeling like you're losing control, where you need to really start standing up for your beliefs and maintaining the control that you have, because it's like all you want to do is be happy, but you feel like you're losing yourself in between. So now we have the Magician, which is something is changing, because you have the ability to manifest between this earth plane and divine. So you have tools, you have, you know, you can manifest, you can do something in a different way, pick up something else and try it. There's something, you're not really losing control. You just need to maintain the control that you have in order to focus on what it is that you're looking for, but you're definitely waking up. In other situations, because I do want to point this out, is a form of someone could be really manipulating your love situation to where they're not willing to give up on this. So there could be, you know, some witchcraft involved. In Spanish, we say brujeria. So there could be definitely something that's involved within this that is stopping you from, you know, finding what you really want. Let's just go into the cards, to clarify with the light seers. Now, I'm not going to concentrate on so much of the witchcraft, but I just had to point that out because I do look at my Magician like that. So the Five of Cups is you let something go, or, you know, you had to let something go because the Tower came in. It's like divine is saying, like, this was not worth it at the time. And it's like, because of the fact that you needed to grow more, you needed to see something more, doesn't mean that you're not missing your person that you was with. It just means that Spirit felt like you weren't ready at that moment. All right. So Spirit guides and angels, I want to ask for a little bit more in this. So just bear with me, because I feel like this reading is going to be a little bit longer. So here we have is like something wasn't making sense to you, to where there could have been a third party situation. So this is probably where the split happened. And now remember, when we say third party situation, it might not be exactly what you're thinking, or it could be, right? Because third party situations could be another person that is involved, or it could be a job or something that, you know, that person chose over you. So that's where I mean is a third party situation, right? So something was happening fast and you were feeling it, or your person was feeling it with the Eight of Wands. It's like maybe you moved at a fast pace, or, you know, there was a split decision and something happened within this relationship. But now your person, you know, the Queen of Swords, is like, when we made that split decision, it's like your person's not really sure anymore. So your person has put their heart, you know, they've locked their heart up. They're not fully giving themselves anymore. They might seem like they're snappy, but here's the thing. They might be snappy, or you might try to, you know, go back and talk to your person, but they might be snappy because they're hurting. You need to get to the root of this situation and see if this is something that you really want, because I do feel like there might be, I feel like it's like a little, maybe someone is going to reach out to you, or it's time for you to reach out to someone. I don't know. Take it how that resonates again. But I feel like whatever information that you're getting, it's going to be something small. I don't feel like it's something big, but your person might be like, oh, now you want to come back. Now you want to say something, you know, so it might start off on a rough foot if you're trying to revisit this certain situation, because your person feels like they're all alone. That's what is going on here. Your person might feel like there's something that, like, they took the brunt of that situation where you made a decision that you left them behind, where it's like now your person might feel like they're, you know, unbalanced, and they might be pulling their energy back from you. But here is some advice, and I was going to use that for advice, but I don't feel like that is advice. Spirit guides and angels, what is your advice that you give to the Virgo? Continue to work. That's what Spirit is saying. Continue to work, continue to do you. You know, they're also saying like your person might be working too as well, but someone is having an inner battle within them, but in time, you're going to receive information that is coming in from the universe. And this is where Spirit is saying, don't make any quick moves towards your person. Don't be so quick to do something because you're still not ready, or your person is not ready. That's why you might be feeling like you're in the dark or you don't know what's going on. So I feel like I keep going back on energy because I can't really pinpoint where this energy is coming from. But I'm just going to say you might feel like you want to be quick to make a movement. And Spirit is saying you're not ready because look at here at the Five of Wands. You're still having an inner battle. You're going to be receiving some type of information soon, and that's going to come from Great Divine, whether you receive it in sleep or you receive, maybe you and your person are so connected that you'll be able to talk in a different way. So let's move on to the next one. The next one is the Capricorn, and I feel like the Capricorn, you can be dealing with the earth signs, which is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, yourself. You could also be dealing with Wands, which is the Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But I feel like someone has been doing a lot of work or putting in a lot of work in their relationship to where it's almost like it feels like it's exhausting. You might have been in your relationship for a while and you're looking for victory, or there's battles before the victory, or maybe you're trying to prove something. But I also feel like with the Two of Pentacles, it's like you might be juggling too much, or your person might be juggling too much to where the ocean in the background just doesn't feel like it's stable. We need to find a way to balance ourselves, especially if you're in a relationship and this is what you want. Is you're going to have to come to a agree to disagree to where the both of you can be okay. Now, this is a new journey. I feel like someone's agreeing to start on a new journey. Like maybe you guys have split, but this is not after a difficult conversation, right? And I feel like the universe is helping you along with this. The universe is helping, put the puzzle pieces in. The universe is like letting you use your intuition. Maybe you feel like something, like you have a heightened sense of intuition. Listen to your intuition, because the Eight of Pentacles is someone who's at work, someone who is trying to rise above a lot of things, someone who is, there's a spark within you, like you're supposed to become creative, you're kind of like, you're looking for happiness is what this feels like. Let's get some advice between them and their person. So I feel like with the Emperor, and I can never unsee it, right? And it's also clarified by the Knight of Cups. Someone from your past is in your, maybe you're involved with someone from your past to where the Emperor is someone who's making moves, someone who needs to control it, someone who, they're very proud or they have too much pride, but someone from your past is courting you, someone is coming back, someone is, it's like they're trying to say that they want to be with you. But here's the thing, at the Knight of Cups, I always see it this way, and especially in a love situation, is even though they might be coming back and they're doing things at a slower pace, it's not going to work out. Look at this, right? You're trying to be happy. You're trying to work on yourself. You're trying to, rise above things. And then we have here, universe is trying to heighten your intuition because you're not a dumb person. You feel like something's going on, therefore something is going on. You're having one too many conflicts, one too many conversations. Even though you guys try this over and over and over again, it ends here with the Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups is someone who's courting, but it's someone who's also letting their mask slip. I feel like, and this for me feels like it's a reversal card. So this for me is almost like the roses that they give you, they're withering too fast, or the horse in the background might have threw your person off to where now your person is kind of waiting to see what's going on. But I feel like they come in, they wine, they dine, they, sell you a story that is not true. There's something that is missing within all of this. So I feel like it kind of feels like a bit of Gemini energy, or at least an air type of energy. I don't know why I said Gemini, but it feels like an ear type of energy, to where it's like we keep going in circles, circle, 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 and nothing ever changes here. To where Spirit is saying, no, you guys are going to have to start agreeing to disagree if you want this to really work out. Because if you can't get past the past, then this is not going to work at all. All right, you guys, I thank you all very much for watching, for following. If you want to continue to see more, please do. And I will see you all in the next one. Bye.